5.45, squawk 2437.
Ground Shadow 4, squawking 2437, initial 4000, final altitude 350, QNH 917 is that, and departure is vector 64,000.
Shadow 4, it's a 4 out clear, so I need a readback of the amended routes in the clearance.
Roger, can you text me that one?
Hi, Dave.
Oh.
I think we need a comprehensive look over everything as well, bearing in mind the last flight crew.
Oh, for a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, but,
Playing with those.
okay, so that's pretty much where it is at the moment.
Yeah,
So
very good.
I'll put seatbelts on, as in we're coming on board. Jimmy's still playing, so we'll wait.
Yeah, I think we need some fuel anyway, so.
Duluth, ground, is this route applied also for Egypt Air 975? Can we amend it?
This aircraft calling the Duluth ground station.
Yes, this Egypt Air 975, is this route still available? And we can amend it for Egypt Air 975?
Egypt Air 975, so that's Shadow 4, go ahead with the readback.
Clear to Toronto via Duluth J140 SSM Q917 Tassus Bobson and Bobson to arrival.
Shadow 4 is back there. Egypt Air 975, yep, are you ready for your clearance?
Yes, sir, affirm we're ready for clearance Egypt Air 975.
Egypt Air 975, Toronto, Radar Vector,
Not done it.
VR, J140, to St. Marie, VR, Sierra, Sierra Mike.
Oh, is it saved as that?
Facet, that's Sierra Alpha, Sierra Uniform Tango, Boxum, Bravo Oscar, X-Ray Uniform Mike, Boxum 2 arrival. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 3701 with after departure. Departure frequency 125.
Pass for 20.7. Give 22, yeah.
Yeah.
3.
That's got stage the 975 clear to Toronto via Duluth UR 28140 Sierra Sierra Mike UR Cape 917 Sasset Buxom and Buxom 2 arrival at Toronto. Maintain 4,000 feet after departure, expecting 370 the final level 2623 in the box. Egypt Air 975.
3008 is altimeter.
Egypt Air 975 is that correct?
No, all directs. The MBS 818 alert.
Going to Toronto.
We got the ATIS there as well.
At the bottom. That's the Vator's bottom, so.
Not in 27 anyway. No. No SIDS.
It's all direct on this one.
Plus C 9030.
Yep.
27 taxi via Delta, Alpha, Alpha 5.
Oh, I've heading select on departure anyway.
Rob, can you hear me? I speak for 661 request. I am hot in Toronto. Am I clear to go or what? Last aircraft on Duluth ground unreadable. Duluth ground, good evening. Velocity 9247, request IFR 2 Toronto. Velocity 9247 Duluth ground, I don't have a flight plan on file for you. Interesting, Sam, I'll sort that out.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely. Illusion-wise, it would make it a lot better. Runway 27. You got charts up, have you?
There are sort of any charts, there's no, it's basically what you've got there is pretty much all you've got.
Bearing 401 runway 27 taxi via Alpha, Alpha 5. Alpha, Alpha 5 runway 27, asking 40.
Q and H, isn't it?
Velocity 9030, contact Duluth Tower 118.9.
19.
Hotel 193,
7K lights, 210, 12 degrees. Estimated takeoff
I
weight.
think so, yeah.
4.7 on mine.
Duluth ground, he's Japan 905, ready for pushback.
Right, I'll get a clearance.
Calling for push, stay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how much is left.
He's at there,
Well, we had 2 pens.
ready for pushback.
Now we have 1 pen.
75
Yes. How have we... Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Ground or tower?
Seabird 661 heavy on request.
Big ground estimates.
Good morning, Speedbird 47 Charlie, with you at the ramp, 747 information India 3008, correct clearance to Toronto.
Seabird 47 Charlie heavy Duluth ground on request.
You shit
On
yourself,
request.
Dave.
No. I'm starting the APU. So.
Yep. Clear to pressurise.
Move those off. Put those.
We're pressurising, Bennett. I hope we don't get anyone trapped. Oh yeah, we're still loading bags and everything, but we're pressurised. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just. I wanted it, so.
Very unreadable. It almost sounds like you're yelling. I can't understand the call sign. Ground evidence hot on 2 request next week.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you turn this off? Oh, that's fine.
Alpha 5, hold short, and then T7.
That's better.
Fire
Fire Vision, hello there. Mitchell? Yeah, it's quite easy. I don't do a lot of playing in flight sim recently, but then I get here and I'm like, we have done the fire bottle, elderly, yes. John Barnes, just get out. Just leave.
Horrendous.
Flight deck ground.
Go ahead.
You happy if I remove the power and the bleed air stuff?
Yes.
Roger.
Also shut the doors if you want.
I think you'll find I'm ground crew. I'm not responsible for that.
Speedbird 661 heavy, I have your request.
For exception,
American 40
the view is P3D, and that's just doing the scenery generating for us. The displays, the avionics, the logic of all the systems, everything is a program called PSX what I will do
Any
is
other
send you
critical
a
data
link.
data whilst we're waiting.
Yes, can do.
Obviously not. Oh, let me try this.
Okay.
Seabird 661 heavy.
Zero if you're away, I've got 223.3.
There we go. Funny that I haven't come in and given you your load sheet yet.
Reserves 6.5.
That gives me a gross weight 245 on here.
Oh, yeah, I've got 244.7 expected takeoff weight, so that sounds about right.
Cost index 90. And reserves, I've got 6.5 on.
Yep.
Cruise altitude, we are going
To 3.7, I think you said. 3.9.
39.
Right, now he's decided to turn up for his flight, I'll put you in the capable hands of Peter. What I will say to you, chat, is he loves answering questions about when he used to fly the airliners.
Yeah,
So ask him as many
245
questions
pounds,
as you
59.
want about his
59.
career, types he used to fly, favourite destinations.
Flying
Good,
one,
flying
yeah.
one.
61 heavy.
Okay, just
Yep.
EPAL 1.54.
Third
Yep.
to Toronto.
Yep.
Whatever.
Flat boys, flap 20.
About 20,000, yeah.
To St. Marie, that's Sierra Sierra Mike.
1,000.
917.
Morning, boys.
Traffic.
Morning.
Sierra Alpha. Sierra.
I'm happy with
Uniform Tango.
whatever, really.
Box
Okay, V1.
Bravo,
129.
X-ray uniform Mike.
How many PCs are on the sim? Gosh,
129.
Maintain 4,000.
to be honest, I don't know. We've got a whole rack out there.
146.
I'll be guessing
Oh,
at
it's
3.
19.
And 90.
We have 3 sims run the visual.
3662.
There's a
A
tree.
rather unique setup here. 3 sims
Oh,
running
it
the
was only ever going to be 5.5
visual
or 6,
display.
so-
1 sim doing each of the 3 screens.
Okay, happy.
Various other sims doing, various other PCs doing all kinds of ancillary
Right,
stuff like the networking things that are involved with the pushback and the bar cars and everything like that. And then the actual PSX, I think we have 4 instances running on PSX. On one PC, I believe. But don't trust me, I don't work here.
I was going to wait for the pre-flight till we've had the departures because I've got no idea what's going to be going on.
Okay.
I imagine it's going to be runway ahead and then...
No, can't get a job, BA, sorry.
Cross runway 3 at Alpha.
Yeah, there isn't really a lot on this flight plan, is there? Till quite later on.
Cross runway 27. Then Alpha 2, Alpha 5, and cross
Just gonna get the
No,
weight.
it's not a check ride. He's fully paid up Simfest crew member, Mangay.
Unlike you, Luke, based on that performance.
Is it bad? Oh dear. Did we crash?
No.
Oh, that's alright.
The landing wasn't bad, actually.
I see.
It was just everything that came before it.
Oh, right. Oh dear. Oh dear, he'll be back in school tomorrow.
Ground school.
Ground school, start with ground school.
Seabird 161, cleared to Toronto, weather vectors Duluth, WR, J140.
Wind data should be in as well. So
2917,
it's got the wind data as well. So
Sierra Alpha, Sierra Uniform Tango, Boxum, Bravo, Oscar, X-ray Uniform Mike, Boxum 2.
just waiting for our clearance at present.
Oh,
We
okay.
are-
I timed that beautifully then, didn't I? You've been up all night, David?
No, I got up about 5:30 when Dan's snoring was so loud it woke me up. So.
Oh, yeah, it's an issue I have, I have to admit. Not good.
Nah, I was awake. I was sort of awake. So actually, when he came in, I was sort of tossing and turning. So
God, 5:30, dear, dear.
Uber 161, read back. Correct.
Yes, as we can see on this leg, the different effects that the booze cruise has had on the members. Well, we saw Benny earlier, he looked reasonably human, but then that's the best he ever looks.
well, we sort of left them to it after that.
Did you?
Yeah.
There weren't silly japes going on with it, I hope.
Yeah, not really. I think they just continued the booze cruise. They did. Yeah. So. Oh, we haven't actually seen Gary yet, so
Haven't seen Gary.
not at all.
So have we got lots of aircraft in the queue for start here?
Yeah, for clearances, boys.
Radio.
Probably best getting going as soon as we can, really.
You need to press VNAV.
Oh, that'd be enough.
Well, do
There's
you
no
know?
L, never. We don't know what we're doing, but
Oh, VNAV.
Just VNAV. Is it straight ahead 5,000 or something? 4,000, yeah.
Spirit 47 Charlie, go ahead.
Uber 47 Charlie, heavy clear to Toronto. Radar vectors Duluth, VOR, J140. To St. Marie, VOR, Sierra Sierra Mike 2917. Stafford. Boxum 2 arrival. Maintain 4,000, expect level 300, 01 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.45, squawk 2635.
Can I say something before you reply to him? Just see if he'll accept Roger, clearance copied, and say the squawk and the frequency.
Okay, that's all copied. So 4,000, 12545 for departure, and 2635 Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Uber 47 Charlie, heavy read back.
There you go, magic. Abbreviated readback clearance.
Yeah, that's what you tend to do, isn't it?
That's what they do, yeah.
Cool, yeah. Okay.
So 4,000 and runway heading then. Is that kind of what we're expecting, I guess, with the radar vectors?
Yep.
Okay.
I did tell you that. Yep.
Oh, yeah. I got that much written down that I've got no idea.
Pretty much, yeah.
Rolling 512 cross runway.
The only thing really is climb up initially 4,000, which you got, and then flight level 390 10 minutes after, which is standard, so, and radar vectors.
I got the
That's
weather
striking.
somewhere as well. I got the weather.
9247, points available, ready
Got
to
that.
copy, it'll be a 4 route.
So cool.
Velocity 9247.
They're very comfortable, those.
They are, yeah.
9247, clear to
Better.
Toronto.
On that note,
Radar vectors to VOR, J140.
Oh.
St. Maria VOR, Sierra Sierra Mike
the life.
2917.
Alright, should we have a bit of a
Sierra Alpha, Sierra Uniform Tango.
briefing then?
Okay.
Okay, Dave, so we'll start with the threats then. So what have you identified as possible threats from looking at the charts then?
Maintain 4,000.
Good man, like it.
Level 3 at
Uh,
9:01
Not a lot really, it's basically quite a flat one here, so it's straight out. Other than basically being on radar vectors and then forgetting us because we're Worldflight controllers, so just be aware that if we don't get any sort of turns from that, but other than that, no threats. And the traffic around us when we are reversing.
Very good. Yeah, so we've got no charts, so we have no idea really of exactly what it's got. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with that, so yeah, we'll push back eventually, probably taxi via a few people and get off when we can. Looks to be quite a few aircraft dotted about, so it may potentially take us a while to get out, but we'll see what we can do. In terms of defects for the aircraft then, standard as per before, so bleeds, nothing that's going to...
Duluth ground LTU 709 request our clearance to Toronto.
Maintain uniform 700.
Very good.
Roger. 100 bucks.
Yeah, so in
We've
terms
got
of
it.
no major defects that should be affecting us today. In terms of the weather, it looks absolutely fine. So 210 at 12, departing off 27, so all fine. 10 statutory miles, scattered at 5, broken at 7, temperature 12.
Yep.
Altimeters were 3008, which I can see on both sides, and we'll pretend we've got on the standby as well. In terms of the takeoff alternate, we'll be fine, we won't worry about that. In terms of the taxi route then, looking at the charts, bearing in mind I've got no idea where we're actually parked at the minute.
I'll just, well, straight in some of the midfield ramp somewhere,
Yeah,
or the apron. Hangar. Actually, no idea.
mine app seems to have...
I think we'll just wait until it tells us which direction to
Yeah.
push, and then we'll hopefully
I'm
be able
sure
to
it's
say
going to
so.
be very much on the outer, which is no doubt alpha,
Yeah.
down to the end of 27 and then full length departure. So we're going to be expecting flap 20 for departure. We've got the D rating, so 59 degrees, showing us 1.54. In terms of the runway length, again, because my app's crashed much.
3,097, so
Oh,
it's quite
so
large.
absolutely fine, no concerns there. No concerns in terms of the altitude, still relatively low. Do standard departure procedure. Climbing on runway heading as discussed earlier on, so we've got 273 and 4,000 in the box, and we'll be expecting a left-hand turn via radar vectors. I'll let everything tune itself. In terms of if there is an emergency, just do standard B operating procedures. Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, I'm happy.
Good. Shall we do some form of pre-flight?
Okay, inspections and security.
Completed.
Oxygen,
Tested 100%.
flight instruments,
So,
we're on
so-
number 1, requesting RFI clearance.
Heading
yeah.
161
Alright, okay, yep. So heading 161,
and
161, 161.
3008 on the
Speedbird
altimeter.
161.
Parking brake,
It's
Speedbird
set.
161, roger.
fuel control
Speedbird
switches,
cut off.
661 heavy,
PFD.
didn't get a read back.
So
on
I've
the
got-
clearance,
basically B2
So,
out
yeah,
now.
so 129,
Yep.
29146. Heading to select Toga VNav and 4000, showing us 10.
sir. Speedbird
That's it.
661 heavy,
Okay.
I understand
Takeoff
that.
speeds.
Read back every clearance.
So I've got V1129,
Yep.
VR129,
Yep.
V2146.
Okay. 8 kernels pre-flight,
Completed,
CDU pre-flight,
completed,
taxi and takeoff briefing.
completed.
And pre-flight check is complete.
Very good.
Ready for B4 start.
Yeah.
And Flivation, we don't turn up the ATC. Sorry, don't turn up the ATC channel here because it gets too loud in the flight deck. Depends on which individual speaker. Is this? David White. Hang on.
Egypt Air 975 Colin.
Yeah, whenever you're ready for the before start then, Dave.
Okay, flight deck doors.
Very much open at the minute.
Passenger signs
They're both on.
Beacon.
It's both.
And transponder. I've got to off it.
Yep.
As before start check is complete.
Very good.
Yeah, sorry, we can't change the ATC volume. Sorry about that.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, request push.
Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy, Duluth ground, roger. Push is at your own discretion unless you need to push back on to taxiway Alpha.
I'll just say we'll
Okay,
push
call you
it.
for taxi, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
And it's 47 Charlie Heavy. Every time now, in the States and Canada.
Is
You are now Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy.
7-4 on it.
Yeah, but you can't just do it on the first, and then that's that. It needs to be
Yeah,
this is
all
the
the time,
single
the
one.
whole way. Yeah.
Oh well, it's Dave's issue. After the initial taxi anyway, so.
The fact that they're saying Alpha, I'm assuming we're sort of on the midfield ramp right at the bottom, so
No problem.
looking
So,
at
yeah,
that as
so
well.
need to-
Yeah.
Yeah, push back to face to the left then, I guess. Yeah, someone landing as well. Ground flight deck.
Hello, flight deck.
Right, we've been cleared to push, so facing to the east when you're ready, please.
Roger, thanks very much. Brakes to release, please.
It's available by the copy of the full route.
Pushing back.
Brakes released.
To the east, was it?
Yeah, to the left, please.
Uniform 70.
I get it right.
Cleared to Toronto, radar cleared.
Nice, confirm cleared to start engines.
Cleared to start all engines.
140.
Wrong way.
They basically go back anyway, so clear to start.
Tacit, Sierra
Right,
Alpha,
yeah, okay.
Sierra Uniform Tango. Boxum, Bravo, Oscar, X-ray Uniform Mike. Boxum 2 arrival. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 370, one terminal after departure. Departure frequency
Yep.
5.45.
Okay, expected.
2675.
Couple of those, isn't it?
Yeah, that's as well.
Thank you.
And start 3 and 4 when you're ready.
3 and 4, roger.
We'd appreciate
So we're
it.
too far away round, let's do that
That's all need
way.
to go off as well.
Packs off, do we do it? Packs off, 3 and 4 started.
Set parking brake, please.
Very good pushback. This guy's a pro.
Would you like the entire clearance or just the reroute?
Where we are now.
We're just pushing back from Duluth, going to Toronto.
System removed and steering pin
Right time,
Heavy roger, I didn't understand that.
about 3 hours, I think.
Say again.
What is it, Dave?
1 hour 23.
Oh, I beg your pardon. What? Must have been on slower type earlier. Yeah, it's not far, is it? Lovely engine sounds. Loving them.
They are better.
Oh, much better.
Expected.
Yep.
Although not both of them.
Yeah, they being auto now.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Dave.
Doesn't matter.
Start 1 and 2, please.
I'll take Mike 420 on request, stand by.
Yes, it's a fixed base 747 simulator. Well, the motion system really is a bit incidental. Everything's so realistic with the view outside. You really feel you're turning and moving and pitching and all the rest of it.
Well, you seem to be moving slightly.
Yeah, like this.
So, even though parking brake is set on there,
Try again.
but what's the pressure? That's on.
Leon, this is a 747
Yep.
simulator using 95%,
That might
I
help as
suppose,
well.
real 747
moving?
parts that have been taken from wreckers' yards
gonna
or
hold down the
whatever
brakes.
else.
No, just keep running in.
And powered by software which is AeroWinks PSX,
Yeah.
which is a standalone specific 747 simulation. And it's personal opinion, the best software you can buy for a PC for an aeroplane.
Uber 47 Charlie Heavy. So yeah, disregard.
We are actually on alpha, but
Yeah.
Yeah, just
okay.
push those off and then on again.
Yeah. Reset themselves.
Yeah.
Be cleared. The
Oh, that one.
I did that as well. Yeah.
That's it.
How do you put the seat down a little bit on this?
Yeah,
This one on the left.
probably is 97.47%. Not far off.
Right, pressure wise, demand. Yeah. Probably what?
209.
You got? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Just tweak it again. Otherwise, I'll put it. There you go. Hopefully, that's it.
Good.
Lost speed 9247. Are you able to get around the
Yeah, that's it.
A320 that appears to be blocking out?
Packs, yeah.
Goes back to
Status,
Lost speed 9247. Yeah, not a problem.
flaps,
flaps are going down to 20.
Very good. Contact Duluth Tower 1.
Recall. flight controls check.
Now,
Yep.
9.3.
You're a div, so we're full left.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever that goes to as well.
Down. Up. The rudders.
Yeah, long discussion about P3D and X-Plane. We tried X-Plane, weren't happy with it. We think the development status on P3D is ongoing to such a level that it's well worth staying with. We're very happy with it. We get very smooth visuals. And the main consideration, I think, is that
I don't mind.
with P3D we can have three separate
I call
windows
for it, read it back, and then
if we want
radio
to,
videos, I think.
on the same
If we're gonna have
PC.
the full
And
taxi
with
checklist.
X-Plane that's not possible.
Flight controls. Checked.
But don't quote me, I'm not an
Anti-ice.
expert.
It's auto.
Recall. We've done that.
Jet. Alright, yep.
Auto brake.
Is RTO.
Flaps.
20 selected.
Ground crew.
Indeed, Alpha. Test flight
Before
morning.
taxi checklist complete.
Very good.
We're
Ground.
taking from 7009 heavy right here, stand by.
Bearbird 47 Charlie, request taxi, heavy.
Okay. 7 heavy Charlie.
Yeah, no, I was gonna.
The sim has always been on P3D. We've never used any other visual software for it.
747 or is he blocking Alpha?
Oh, if you give us taxi, it's not an issue then, is it?
We did have separate copies of P3D. Yes, there's 3 separate copies of P3D running this.
Okay, Uber 47 Charlie Heavy, all the A320 off your nose, runway 27 taxi Alpha.
Alpha 2 and Alpha 5 behind the 320 Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy. You already yours?
Yep.
Test flights in Carly. Hello.
Can we not have the full length now?
320 is right. That one there.
Yeah, it's Alpha 5, so
yeah,
we're on the go. Oh, well.
Yeah, we have got, as I say, 3 PCs for the visual. Gary's chosen to do that to get
Yeah,
scenery
stay
as smooth as
outdoors.
possible, taking quite a bit of rigging, as you can imagine. But it's
in the
perfectly
middle.
possible if you've got a good PC to run a wrap round
118.3.
visual like this
Tower 118.3.
with one PC. Hello, Hong Kong.
5 Duluth Tower.
Yes, sir, and I'm 75 with you, holding short, runway 27, ready for departure.
Egypt Air
That goes planning ahead.
Duluth Tower, runway 27, line up and await traffic, 10 mile final, Boeing 737.
Line up and wait, 27, you said 975.
Yeah, Alpha, it does get a bit crowded around here. We do finish up with slightly shorter wings than we started with.
Follow that one.
Yeah.
He's alright. Well clear.
And we do get to the 400 feet.
Yep.
I put VNAV, isn't it? Yeah, even though we're on heading, it's fine. And then for the acceleration, we'll just like level change if that's alright and just bug up.
Okay. You should be able to do the whole thing in B now, just push the button. Wind the
Fine.
height up, push the button.
Tower spin on film 5, flying top runway 27.
Velocity 9247, heading 210, contact departure, good day.
Right, he might give you a heading.
Heading 210 departure.
It's not a bad idea to preset it there. Then all you have to do is push the button at 400 feet, if he gives you that.
Yeah.
Turn left, heading 240, clear for takeoff, wind 19.
Got 240 as a heading.
I mean, it's 240.
Yeah, we do have the before takeoff checklist.
Full takeoff.
It does feel very immersive.
Received. Acknowledged. What?
Bird 47, Charlie, heavy, Duluth Tower, runway 27, line up and wait, traffic 7 mile final, Boeing 737.
Line up, wait, runway 27, speed of 47, Charlie, heavy.
Very realistic control of this
Flaps.
guy.
Bunny selected.
Trim.
It is 5 point. No, it's not. That was your job, Dave.
What's that trim?
Compliance.
5.500.
Takeoff briefing.
It is updated.
Runway speeds EPAR VNAV.
That.
Cabin report.
Received.
Transponder is going to.
TRA and auto.
That's before takeoff check to complete.
Great, if you can light me up completely, if that's alright.
Good morning, continue traffic holding in position, heavy Boeing 747, caution wake turbulence.
So what we'll do is, if we set manual thrust, then how do we get the auto throttle in?
Are you going to do it that way?
I was just thinking if it makes it easier.
Try the toga.
Alright.
Yeah, just try the normal thing.
Doesn't give us takeoff.
No.
Egypt Air 975, heading 210, contact departure.
You got your departure frequency ready, have you?
Yeah, 125.
Go.
That's hopefully what it
47 Charlie, heavy runway 7, fly runway heading cleared for takeoff, wind 190,
Go for takeoff, runway 27, speed of 47, Charlie, heavy.
Chan X5 Juliet, Lima, caution wake turbulence, heavy Boeing
Okay.
747,
Crossing
departure
cruising.
roll, wind 190 at Nutter, runway 27, clear to land.
Wait in. Wait in. Back of the stairs.
Okay, thrust increase.
That's it.
Thrust up.
Keep your hands on the levers.
Alright, yeah.
80 knots.
Checked.
Rotate.
Now take your hands off the levers. Lovely.
Okay, positive rate.
Gear up.
Unreadable, stand by. Speaker 47, Charlie, check your transponder on.
Gold, I think so. Let me have a look.
Take us off.
Could be there.
You take your hands off at V1.
Speed of 47, Charlie, transponder.
You're showing mode C, Dave. Should be alright.
Okay, one airplane at a time, please. Speed group 47, Charlie, left heading 240, contact departure, good flight.
Departure and climb flight level 140, speed. Climb flight level 140, speed of 47, Charlie, heavy. Something like that.
Left 240. Do you want to speed intervene it as well, just so we don't accelerate too much? And I'll go flat 10, please.
Lap
Flat
10.
10, please, yeah.
Velocity 9247, climate maintain, flight level 230, direct to Green.
What's your level off?
Oh, yeah. Fine. There we go.
Change there 975, turn left, direct to main green, climb at 18, flight level 230. 230, same marine information there, 9 at 12.
Happy with that speed or more?
Giant 1471.
We'll put the autopilot in. Easy.
Yep.
Yep. You might as well maintain the speed for the time being. Just
Delta 3360, turn left heading 360.
like you say, we'll be 30 miles that way before we know it.
Turn left heading 360. Velocity 9247, contact Minneapolis. Center 133.4, good day.
I'm going to flat 5 to relax the limbs a little bit.
Roger, a bit more speed than that.
Seabird 47 Charlie, radar contact, left maintain, flight level 230.
Maintain flight level 230, speed of 47 Charlie heavy.
Yep, flat
Okay,
5.
flat 5.
Just push the button in.
Let's do it.
Might as well. Get going.
Yes.
Giant 1471, turn left heading 070, vectors to final. That's 070,
Lap what?
right system on. Speedbird 7 Charlie, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, speed of 47 Charlie heavy.
And as soon as you clear to a flight level, you can
Yeah,
set standard.
yeah. Lap up, please.
Delta 3360.
And the after takeoff checklist.
Just go wait for it to clear, yeah.
Yeah.
Left heading 320.
Yes, correct spooling. V1. Hands on the levers. To V1, then take your hands off because you're not going to.
I was waiting for a V1 call, but I guess if it's the same, you just don't get anything.
No, you don't say, just
Yeah.
do that one. So. Yes. Okay. Hey, landing gear.
Is up and off.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Air conditioning pressurization.
Pressurizing.
And altimeters.
Standard set. And cross check.
And hey Sam, whoever that is. I don't think it's you Sam, I think it's different Sam.
Alright.
Hey Sam, hiya.
Wait. Wait.
Agent Air 975, contact Minneapolis, today. Giant 1471, maintain 230.
We're all from Belfast.
Straight right there, go ahead.
10 checks. Direct to where, sorry?
Son San Marie, SSM.
Direct to San Marie, ONAV, speed of 47 Charlie heavy.
Do we even have that in?
SSM?
3360.
Further up.
Your best rate down to 4,000.
Just a long way
It's
away.
the original flight plan.
No, it's actually.
It's what he gave you.
Go down right now.
Just SSM and you'll go there.
Yeah, we haven't got it.
No, just type it in.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. That's what I started to do, and then.
He's just
got
saying,
Peter
Dave,
to-
just saying.
Speedbird 161, turn left heading 190.
Max climb speed
And 10 checks, please, Dave.
varies with weight. This aircraft's very light, it's got hardly any fuel on it.
Okay, standard passing flight level 100.
So climb
Cross
speed
check.
might be in the region of 290, 300 knots.
And lights off as well, that's all.
Yeah.
And if it was a heavy aircraft, it might be as much as 340, around about 340 knots, so it varies on the way.
What's it actually say for...
You'll probably find that on join straight up with a transition into Toronto. Is there a Toronto transition via Sault Ste. Marie? Might be. He's sent you away, you're not far, I think, hasn't he? Sorry, Dave. Okay, I'm moving on. Yeah, I did see it pop up. Let me have a look.
Or if it's put on V route or V pilot.
I did see it here. Let me just go.
Keyboard is awful.
Can't find
Big
it.
Luke sweaty hands.
Oh, here we go. Quebec 917 after Saint-Saint-Marie to Sassut, S-A-S-U-T, to Boxham, Bravo, Oscar, X-ray, Uniform, Mike.
Yeah.
A Boxham 2 arrival. That's what it says here on the night bot.
Yeah, so Q917. I'll take you to Sassut.
Sorry, getting back to your warnings. If the warning has memory items, recall items as they call them, then you deal with the recall items first.
One 133.4, speedbird 47, Charlie Heavy.
Yeah, you do the recall items first, and then you do the checklist if that's what you're asking. Pedro Dowd, yes, go ahead with your question. What speed is the something or other?
20 checks, passing flight level 200. Cross-checked.
Is it Boxham?
Boxham.
Yeah, Malachite, that's basically it. Pilot in charge will
There's a Boxham 2
decide
arrival.
the action to be taken.
Then speedbird 47, Charlie Heavy with you, climbing to flight level 230.
Speedbird 47.
I would maintain flight level 390, speedbird 47, Charlie Heavy.
Very quiet. Does that mean?
That was very quiet.
Yeah. No, it's not full motion. It's not any motion, actually.
I get a what's the name for arrival for it?
The Boxham 2, and yeah, it's just what transition and what runway.
What do we do for a living? Well, Dave's an instructor in the Royal Navy. Sam, not sure what Sam does actually.
Sells mortgages.
Sells mortgages. And I'm retired. But I've got the best job of all.
I may as well be retired. So.
Yeah.
I do a lot.
Whatever the weather in the 80s for arrival.
High speed turn off. 45 knots is generally considered a maximum for RET, as memory serves me. So you can come up pretty fast. That sort of order.
Information Delta where we're going at present. 3103 knots. 50
I don't think I'd try and take
miles. ILS expecting runway 06 left.
I don't think I'd try and take a 747 off a high speed at 45 knots, because if the nose wheel steering doesn't work, you're slightly stuffed. My personal maximum might be about 20. That makes sense, Dave, that arrival.
I'm just looking at the moment, yeah, so.
Yeah.
Left, 06 right.
06 left.
Left. iPad is doing my head in. There we go.
Velocity.
You got a chance up there?
Favourite 747 livery? I don't really have one. Always like the BA one, actually. Yeah, it's a short sector. By the time they finish the climb, it'll be time to start the descent. Not too far off. because they're going all the way to 39,000 feet. That's not unusual for a short sector.
Which transition it is actually.
Are you allowed to post the roster link? No. Yeah, you are apparently. Oh.
So,
Why does that keep coming out? Look at this one then. So Boxham, Duvos, Litco, Debgo. Got 2 arrivals for. It sort of does a split at the bottom. So.
with that bit, just watch the transition.
How much would a simple cockpit be? Your guess is as good as mine, really. You can either hit 1 screen or 6 screens or 8 screens, whatever. It's up to you. Start simple. Start with 1 screen.
Couldn't see anything when I looked.
Well, it's an RNAV anyway coming in, so I would say Dunlop. Is it Dunlop? We've got there.
We've got Dunlop in the actual FMC.
Yeah.
We're going by there just now.
Litco. No, not good. Don't find. I wonder if that's any ILS for runway.
Can't help you with that one, Apache-X.
Even on the arrival, I can't see.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Let's do with that one. Yeah, loopy, and that's it. So
Tadich did ask, actually, boys.
it probably will be vectors after that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tadich, I'm not sure how to
Just
get
leave it
the
there for the
information on
time
this.
being, just so we've got a reminder. Unless you want to get rid of it.
No, that's fine at the moment. So you want to put it on the plant mode and go through, just make sure we're happy that it comes in. So
Yes, top of day.
So you have to explain, I don't
Yes,
understand
like
half of what
forward
Gary
to
does on
attention.
here, it's all Gary magic.
It's basically downwind and then in. So,
We try not to use default scenery.
looks like we've got missed approach procedure in there as well.
We can find
yeah, heads us towards
a better
the
scenery,
centre,
we put
and then
it
they will
on.
turn us off right vectors, left or right from that point.
Yeah, it's taking us off right. So
Toronto, I think we've got purchase
Okay.
scenery. I think we've got, is it Fly Tampa, Toronto?
Yeah, pretty sure it's Flight Tampa.
Fly
Yeah.
I
Tampa,
think so.
Toronto. Very nice scenery. As well as that, we've got the Orbix North America scenery, so we should get that for
Choice of 2
Toronto
runways,
area.
depending on what they give us. So
Need a bit of pull the status up. Can you get a bit of left rudder on or right rudder? Left rudder.
Left.
Just get that in the centre. That's it. Line a bit wing down.
yeah, it was even when Ralph had him, the potentiometer was getting a bit sticky every now and again. So. Okay. Having coffee now.
So these controllers are up early, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean there's a few Australians and Americans coming on now, so well, it is early, isn't it?
Yeah, it is early for them. Morning, Flight Sim Andy. Fancy seeing you.
There's one to go.
Hi, it's Austin 89. Worldflight Team Airbus. Just your missus got home alright, Andy? Still wearing the same t-shirts. I suspect one or two of us will be changing to the second t-shirt before too long.
I've gone straight into the second.
Everybody seems to be living in them.
I washed them today, so nice. That's not too bad. Yeah, the only problem with flying Worldflight this direction is it's always dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Short days and long nights.
Always dark. I think I also seem to feel the tiredness flying this way as well.
Yeah.
By far. So.
You will. Yeah, you will.
Because it is the
Going west is definitely better.
Yeah, but jet lag sideways.
There's quite a lot of people camping out at Gary's house. I'm not sure of the exact numbers. It's a little bit like a YMCA. That a lot of the Christian going on. Not me personally.
I was even dressed in a sailor's outfit as well yesterday. So.
Don't know if any of you saw Dave yesterday in his very impressive Royal Navy costume, if that's the word. He got it specially from some local fancy dress outfit, of which Her Majesty is the patron.
It did keep me very warm yesterday morning though, in the centre of London. So.
It's like it's done on the radio altimeter by the looks of it.
Yes.
Someone's just called us there.
P47 Charlie Heavy.
047 Charlie,
Same Mark number.
Currently 0.845.
047 Charlie, maintain Mach 0.81 for spacing.
Mach 0.81 for spacing, speed before 7 Charlie Heavy.
Would you just change that on the MCP, or would you go in and change it
Just
on?
wind it down, make sure it's a safe speed first. Push the Mach, that's it. Now see where that puts you, Mach 81. Be very close to the manoeuvre mark. Just push the button in, now press the cell.
Change
Now wind
that
that to 81 and just see where it puts you. As long as it's about 10 knots above the manoeuvre speed, you're safe, so that's cool. So actually, one thing about this is that while you have the window open there, of course the aircraft will fly that Mach number, but the FMC is working on whatever the cruise Mach number is from the point of view of estimates. So it's up to you which you do, really.
I can't imagine they're going to change it, are they? So we might as well stick with it.
I find it easy by putting it to there, that way I never forget about what speed's on that one.
Horses for courses.
Yeah, so Cat 3A DME is just company.
Yep.
Then Cat 2, 140 RE, I can see that on there. Should we just go for that?
140. Yep, happy with that.
We've got to wind this one down all the way as well. Yeah.
I'll wait till you finished yours.
Yeah.
That cloud we're on top of, or just general haze? It looks like cloud. Difficult to tell.
I think it's anything actually, it's just like, well over there's a bit of cloud, but the front it just seems very clear. There's a sort of cloud bank at the front of us.
Right. Because you should later on see the outline of the lakes and the towns around the lakes, hopefully.
I can see a few small towns, but where we're going is pretty barren anyway, isn't it? So you're not going to see a huge amount.
No, not really. Well, around the lakes it's busy, of course.
Yeah.
This is like a northerly route into Toronto, isn't it, really, rather than around the southern side. Good idea from your situation awareness point of view, something like this. Just have the airports button pushed in the office, and you can probably identify some of the airports, tells you where you are. He said. Right there. What's that big one there? That could be Chicago down there. Chicago's around there somewhere, I think.
That's Salt Lake City up there, it's Aosis.
No,
Chicago, that's...
Chicago will be down amongst that lot somewhere, I think. Is that it there? KO something? You put a fix on, fix KORD, we'll see where Chicago is. Because that would be your en route dive point. And just put circle /100 around it, something like that.
283 miles whereabouts looks.
No, it is. Yeah. Chicago's down there. So it just gives you an idea where you are. So I've got obviously Chicago's on Lake Michigan, isn't it? Chicago. That just gives you an idea where the lakes are as well.
Yeah, go straight over the big one. Great Lake. It's not really a lake, really. That's more like an ocean. So sea-wise, it's pretty large.
Which software we're using to broadcast? I don't know. We're using Twitch, aren't we? That's about it.
Yes.
Yeah, Twitch.
Oh, does he mean Twitch and XSplit?
Twitch in
XSplit. XSplit is our
XSplit. We're using XSplit to give you the screens. Yes.
XSplit works very well, very easily to do different scenes very quickly. So.
Yeah. Well, I brought my Simfest mug with me this morning, but nobody's filled it up yet. Asking for too much, isn't it, really?
I think it's Starbucks prices unless you donate the £30.
Well, bloody right. I mean, I was told initially I was a distinguished VIP guest. That didn't last long, did it? I even bought some money to pay Benny for that disgusting thing we ate last night. God, it was awful.
You weren't in here for Gary's. That was horrendous.
Was that?
Not going to do that. Not going to do the kebab thing again. Bloody hell.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 3263 with you at flight level 350.
Got a bit of weather over. What's that place? K-Saw? Oh, Sacramento's around there somewhere, isn't it? Or is Sacramento south of Chicago or north of it? I can't never remember. Anyway.
Minneapolis, sort of Cleveland area of Chicago, isn't it?
Yeah, Minneapolis to the southwest of Chicago. Yeah. Getting the hang of American geography is quite a feat, actually. Unless you're American.
States, yeah.
Unless you're American.
Even then, to be honest.
Yeah. But it's when I first started flying, I went with a American exec jet crew from London to Paris. I remember, because to me looking after them, they did not know which way Paris was from London. Hadn't a clue. If I told them it was due north, they'd have gone. At the time, I was quite shocked. But actually, you know, not really, because you don't live in Europe. Why should you know?
Yeah, completely. I've tell you, you've asked most people where London is. It doesn't say, it's west, but that's about as much as they will know, cause it's, or east.
Yeah.
That was quite a story actually, because they had this brand new Westwind 1124 twin jet thing, and as I was just on the jump seat making sure these two American pilots were okay in Europe. The biggest airplane I'd flown was an Aztec. I was thrilled to be in this Westwind 1124, and we went to Paris, and Paris is a big complicated place, isn't it? We're trying to land at Le Bourget, I think. And in the descent, all the radios died completely. The navs, the electrics, everything went. No comms, no navs, nothing. And I had a clue what to do, so we carried on down. And do you know how we got in? I was looking out the window, and I'd done a bit of this flying with the Piper Aztec, and I saw some landmarks on the left that looked familiar for left base for Le Bourget. I said, turn left, I reckon that's it. Honestly, and we turned left, saw Le Bourget in the distance, got the tower frequency, and then suddenly all the radios came up, and we called the tower, and they just cleared us to land, and that was the end of it. And what they'd done, they'd hit an emergency switch somewhere on the panel here, which isolated them to one battery radio, and they weren't using that particular radio. Lost the lot. Quite extraordinary. Anyway, that's my story for the day. How I saved a crew.
We could have saved us last night, not bought that kebab, but that'd have saved us.
What's that?
Could have saved us last night, not bought that kebab. So.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You see, this guy knows about European geography because he's got Euro Truck Simulator.
Oh, yes.
Don't want to think how many hours we've spent on that div.
Is it good?
It is good.
Is it? Right. What do? Just sit on the roads all the time in this truck?
Honestly, it is so relaxing.
It's just
You do literally just...
until
You're
the
kidding.
Turkish come online.
Yeah.
And then
You have a great big steering wheel and you just drive it down the road for hours on end.
Pretty much. Listen to the radio and just drive around.
I suppose it's no different to this, really.
It actually does. You do more stuff on it. You just got to keep out of the way of the Russians and the Turkish, or Sam and Luke, just trying to ram you off the road constantly. So
Oh God.
it's one of those. If there's nobody else around, put the radio on, and it's just like just driving around Europe and just pick up some loads. But
I see.
it's quite good, entertaining.
Okay. It's FSX in a truck. Sounds like it.
I'd do anything. It reduces my stress levels, so I don't mind.
Yeah, whoever thought of that as a concept, they probably thought nobody's going to buy this truck thing driving around Europe. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, okay, we'll build it anyway. We'll see what
one of
happens.
the biggest games going now, isn't it?
God.
It's pretty much the biggest modded game around.
And it's got all the scenery and everything else.
Yep,
hasn't it?
everywhere.
Traffic lights, all that.
Traffic lights, a lot. So, yep.
Sorry, shouldn't laugh.
But you can literally drive all the way from, I don't know, Iceland now. They've added Iceland, all the way down through Scotland, through the whole of the UK, all across Europe, all the way to Russia, to Moscow. And it's talking thousands of miles. You can literally just sit there for 3 or 4 hours driving, and you have to go to a petrol station. Get your petrol as well, fuel up, cost you money.
Costs you money.
Yeah.
Well, not so much real money, but gaming money. So.
Oh gosh. What displays? Yeah, you don't have an autopilot. Oh, we were just talking about you, Luke. What displays are we using? Well, the screens behind the cutouts are PC screens, but in every way that's very similar to what the real aircraft has, actually. You have the choice on the real aircraft of having an LCD screen or a CRT screen, and yeah, so then from that point of view we have LCD screens here, so it's very, very similar. Yeah, Alpha, yeah, I get you, I get what you're saying there, yeah.
Right, anyway, good morning everyone.
Are you the tea girl?
I'm afraid not. I'm bearing a sleeve.
A sleeve?
So basically last night, Duncan donated £100 and Wriggles agreed that would be getting a signed sleeve
Oh,
and the
okay.
App Signs t-shirt. So if everyone could sign it,
Yes,
that would be much
Yes,
appreciated.
certainly, yeah. Who's it for?
Duncan.
Munkin, how's that spelled?
Doesn't
matter, I won't-
M-U-N-K-E-N.
This is somebody's knickers, isn't it?
No.
Mavis's. Where's Angus?
Right.
Yeah.
Munkin. Anyway, okay, that's right.
Sophie's t-shirt.
I don't know.
Maintain Mach 0.80 for spacing, speed before 7 Charlie.
I'll be able to go much slower than that, I think.
How's the flight been for you guys so far?
Yeah, quite unproductive.
Fair enough.
Well, the biggest thing is keeping us nice and slow, so...
Good stuff.
Probably needed for the fuel, to be fair.
It wasn't too bad getting out of
No, there were 3 or 4 in front of us, wasn't many, so...
Have you guys signed this?
I've signed it. So.
No.
Now this is a question for you, Peter. And
Oh, good.
I'm not sure if you were watching the stream earlier this morning.
Briefly, I watched somebody landing.
Oh right, okay.
That's it.
Would have been me.
Would it? Okay.
Depends really.
Wasn't that early. Anyway, go on.
Was it me and Angus?
No, must have been you then.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Could you see his face? Gives you away, so...
So on our departure from Cold Lake, we had a message popped up in the middle of our after takeoff checklist, which said forward and aft tank 2 pumps
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, you got your nose too high with low fuel.
Right.
Yeah.
If we were to get that situation, like if we were to get those warnings during takeoff checklist, would we stop the takeoff checklist, or would you continue?
No, absolutely not. No. You wouldn't get that on. I mean, what that message is, from the sound of it, is a very high nose attitude. I don't know how you were flying it, but it sounds like if you had a very nice high nose attitude with low fuel in the tanks, the fuel will literally uncover the fuel pumps.
Right.
So you get a fuel low pressure warning, and I'm guessing just sniggers at the front here. So that will uncover the fuel pumps, and you'll get fuel low pressure warnings. But it won't happen on takeoff because the acceleration isn't enough to uncover the pumps.
Of course. Well, it transpired to have been the pumps had failed.
Really?
So we had to go into QRH. We had to refer to the QRH and go through that.
Where Crag read half of it.
Crag read half of it, and he didn't read the other half. And
Didn't complete the.
And then he had to pad it and wouldn't.
Okay, so it's a Craggism, was it? All right, see, no, I wasn't. Okay.
But no, it was,
No, the end of it
it was
wasn't.
an intentional failure initially.
Oh, it was. Okay. Oh, right.
It was
okay.
Benny.
Oh, we had a donation from the previous flight.
I see.
They wanted a failure, so
Right.
we
So
arranged.
you failed two pumps in the same tank, was it? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On
Yeah.
two.
Good idea. Because then you've got to work out how you're going to get your fuel out of that tank.
Yeah.
Now the engines will gravity feed. Is that what?
It was made to.
Yeah, the QRH bit, I mean, depending on how much fuel you had, it's basically what their sort of action was, really.
Yeah.
Which it did what it's supposed to do. We did
Yeah.
the right thing. It's basically the biggest thing they didn't do was actually complete the whole QRH.
Okay, I can't
Because
remember what
the
it says.
second part was on the next page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will say continued.
Yeah, it did,
Yeah, which obviously you missed, but.
Yeah, you were about 5 minutes away
Yeah.
from disaster.
You are potentially losing all the fuel from that tank if you can't get it out with the fuel pumps, obviously. The outboard tanks will actually gravity feed quite well because of the dihedral of the wing.
Yeah.
The inboard tanks will also gravity feed slightly less well, but you can actually use fuel from the tanks if you're lucky. If you can't, you've lost all that fuel. But the engines, in theory, should gravity feed even with the pumps off. So what you would do probably is cruise at a lower level, because the higher you go, the more tricky the gravity feed is.
Yeah.
So you cruise initially to lower level, shall we say 27, 29, and just see if the engine ran on gravity feed.
Right.
Tank to engine. And if it ran on gravity feed, problem solved.
Do.
And if it didn't run on gravity feed, you'd find out because it would stop.
Okay.
But it should do.
Okay.
How's that? I think that's about it. Yeah. But as you said, the QRH is you got to finish the QRH.
Yeah. We did we got halfway to it, and it was part of the QRH. It was it forward and aft main pumps off, and then override forward and aft pumps were.
Oh, it was the inboard tanks.
Yeah, it was the inboard
Oh, well, that's
tanks.
dead easy then, because you just get it out with the overrides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
So you do it to a certain point, and it tells you what to do. But
Yeah.
One of the things that we did discuss afterwards was when we got that message on the EFIS, whether we should have stopped the takeoff checklist or continued.
This is one of those checks where you've got to prioritise it a little bit. So if you're in a busy environment with a lot going on, terrain to get away from, things like that, you'd probably make sure you did your after takeoff checks first.
Right.
Make sure you've done things like put the packs on for your pressurisation and all that kind of stuff. But if you're in a quiet environment, yes, you'd go straight into the QRH and deal with it. Prioritise the QRH over the normal after takeoff checks. What's your head?
In terms of a takeoff situation, what sort of problem would you deem necessary to deviate from the takeoff checklist?
master caution alarm, or just basically this sort of.
As far as possible, you prioritise the non-normal stuff, and then you do the after takeoff checklist afterwards. Okay. There are very few instances where you would do otherwise. One that might come to mind, for example, would be a flaps drive checklist after takeoff, where the flaps are stuck.
Yeah.
So effectively, you're not going anywhere with the flaps like that. The flaps drive checklist is very long. Meanwhile, the aircraft's climbing. What are you going to do with the after takeoff checks? So you might go, right, well, flaps of drive isn't moving. We know the flaps aren't moving, so let's just leave that checklist for now, do our after takeoff checks, and then we'll do the flaps drive. So you prioritise it based on your knowledge of what that checklist involved.
Right.
Yeah? If you don't know what the checklist involves, it just makes it a bit more difficult. But in general, if it's not a very complicated if it's not a very complicated non-normal checklist, you would do that first and then do the after takeoff checks after that.
Right. Okay.
And you would always wait until the flaps were up until you do a non-normal checklist after takeoff.
Yep.
Right. So you get the flaps up, then you do the non-normal checklist, and then you do your after takeoff.
And that's if you have the fault before you would start.
Yeah. It's very easy to fall into the trap of trying to be systematic with it, and if you get too systematic with these things, what can happen is you get too strict and too narrow with what you're trying to do, and it's best to be looking at the overall picture and deciding what is the most important thing to do right now. For example, forgetting to set standard is covered in the after takeoff checks. But if you've been involved in messing around with the QRH and you forget to set standard, you could hit somebody.
Yeah.
So the priority there might be, let's do the after takeoff checks, make sure we've got the aircraft wrapped up, pressurised, settings done. So you've really got to think about what the aircraft is doing and what is the best thing for the aircraft at that time. But in general, the priority is the non-normal checklist first and then the after takeoff checklist after that.
Right. Okay.
That'll be a tenner, please.
Send me the invoice in the post, and I'll send you a check.
Yeah, I bet you will. Yeah.
Or just donate it.
Hey, I'll donate.
Yeah. Oh, sure, I've got to donate today as well.
Would you keep the QRH out at the page until you've completed it, or would you?
Yeah, I think that's what Craig did after we did that, and
Put it away.
yeah, he put it away. He didn't leave the page open. So
No, it's just so you know, when we do it, ours is it literally stays there completely on that page.
Yeah.
And you do it until you finish. That way you never forget.
Yeah. The other little reminder is don't clear the ICAS until you've finished the checklist. So if it's saying hydraulic, whatever it is, leave it up until you've cleared the checklist. Only when everything's sorted, then you cancel it. The point about cancelling is, of course, it then leaves the ICAS nice and blank for any other messages that come up, so you notice them straight away. So
I see.
there isn't a right and a wrong way necessarily in terms of what is the best way, because it's a complicated bit of kit and you can be in a very complicated situation. So you've just got to apply what works well for each individual situation. Not every, we would do what we called LOEs or lofts, some people know them as, where crews would fly again and again and again. You'd get different crews every day doing exactly the same scenario, like you're talking about fuel pumps or something. Different crews would all handle it differently. They're not too systematic about it. They'll go, okay, well, I think we should do this, and look at what's happened with air traffic control here. Let's do that. Let's do it that way. Everybody does it differently, and there's not necessarily a right and wrong.
Right.
Unless the big thing is you put yourself in a dangerous situation because of something you're doing, like forgetting to set standard.
Yeah,
be a classic one. Yeah.
Good stuff. Right, I'm going to give this back to Mr. Potter, and then hopefully actually might need the pen. And was it tea you guys were after?
I'm quite happy.
I would love a coffee, any chance. Just out there is my coffee cup sitting next to just the other side of the bin. Would you mind?
Yeah, sugar.
Just a white coffee, please, Luke.
White coffee. Yeah, no worries.
Mate. Yeah, I could just go out and make it because I'm not doing much. But
no, it's all right. I can do. Are you trying to get away?
No, not really. No, it doesn't. It's gone quiet. We've sent them all to sleep, I think.
But no, thank you very much for that.
Okay. That's very generous contribution. Lovely.
I'll be back in due course.
What else have we got to sign? Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Glad to hear that, Flight Sim Andy. He wants to be his social secretary. I wish I could get my wife to do that. That'd be brilliant.
That for me, that was it.
Was it?
No, I'm not sure. Wait for it. Toronto Center on frequency 125.77, speed before 7 Charlie Heavy. Good night.
924, turn left heading 240.
Can the PNF look up the error and help decide priorities? Absolutely you can, it's a team effort.
Toronto Centre, good evening. Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy, maintaining flight level 390 at Mach point 80.
Speedbird 47 Charlie Toronto Centre.
Morning. Well, was it good morning? I had no idea.
Yeah. If he told us to go to Mach point 76 now for the sake of argument, be very tight. That's one of the main problems of flying so high. We're down at 33,000 would be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, the envelope's a bit smaller, isn't it? So.
The daughter felt motion sick. Yeah, I suppose you could do if we were sort of texting on the ground, Andy, and it's turning. Don't get her a VR headset then, because that really will get her. Oh gosh.
No, without a doubt.
Oh. Depending on what you're doing with the VR headset, some of those they call them intense. They really are. Gosh. I got a diving one, and I couldn't watch it for more than about a minute. Horrible.
Well, Eurotrack was like that because that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
oh.
but no, since they've the release versions come out, it's absolutely perfect.
Why? Because it's not juddering? Or
not juddering at all.
Right.
No, it's really very smooth. So
right. Okay.
It's just a bit weird when you're driving it. You're leaning forward to look out the window to look see what's so you can come out and pull out junctions. It's really strange.
Oh god, I have to get this. Sounds like Toronto's getting busy.
Yes.
Yeah. 737 Factor can't donate. I'm not the donate expert. Somebody will sort you out on here. Yeah. TPE 331. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Morning here.
737. Three ways you can do it: via text, via PayPal, or you can also go straight to the Just Giving site, which they will accept everything as well. Which all the links at the bottom there.
Lunchtime in Sweden. You're having the smorgasbord in Sweden. A little bit of cheese and ham.
That's good. More people who take part in this, the better. I think so. Makes it more interesting for us as well. See lots of traffic.
Go around in circles for an hour.
Yeah.
Because these guys are down at 12 tons now. 8.4 tons arrival. They won't be able to tolerate much of a delay. You could have the first glide approach in the history of Simfest here.
We'll be fine. Message.
All the same.
Well, expect runway 33 right.
Well, what's the wind?
The wind, variable 3 knots.
Is that the VATSIM one?
Oh, the PSX.
You don't want to take the PSX.
No. Actually, they're still saying still runway 0. Oh no, they have changed runway 05 for the approach now. They've changed departures to runway 06.
Okay.
They're no longer doing dual runways.
No, I don't think we'll be selling this simulator. I think it will be an impossible task. Gary will just have to live here forever.
I think he's more than happy.
Yeah. Cooking like Betty Crocker.
I think that's just a coincidence, not something I've done.
Yeah, Tower 3000, yeah. On the Simfest UK website you'll find instructions about donating, thank you. And Dave wants to add anything about that, I think he just mentioned that.
Links are down below.
Tom, 30,000.
There's no reason. Both Just Giving and PayPal both accept all versions of everything you pretty much do, really. So.
He's got the answer. He's got it. Very good. Obviously, there's the lag on there.
Yeah. Why haven't I got that in mind? Why haven't I got the route on mine?
Don't know. You haven't got one of your switches in a funny place, have you? No, that's all right.
Just keeps jumping out as well. So.
It's in the right place. Don't know. No, what did you have it on? Was it on something else?
No, I was looking earlier on VOR map and it obviously wasn't quite.
Yeah.
Very strange.
The screens look dim. Sorry about that. They don't look dim here.
If you want to update the radio to 103, Dave.
103. Yeah, when we do the, it doesn't look dim on here, but because it drives the actual Twitch as well, because of PPX, it actually looks quite dim on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
But for us, they're perfect.
Yes. So I don't know if we can.
Well,
right
we could do them up slightly, but we don't want to start burning stuff onto the screens on here. So
No.
unfortunately, you have to live with that one.
Yeah.
That's how clever the software is. That because we're taking screens off of one PX, it's linked. It automatically dims all the screens.
Hello, Pinciano from Germany. Guten Tag, I suppose.
You know, break 2. Well, I should go maybe 3. Thinking about it.
Where's he gone with my coffee?
Because we're landing on the northern runway now. I was thinking.
I suppose the quicker they go away, the more time we can get some parts for it. And actually there's nothing else to buy. Actually, I mean, it's all here now.
Oh, pretty well, yeah.
And we're going to break 3 and then potentially manually braking and hopefully vacate at Hotel 3.
Okay.
Yes, that looks to make sense.
05 Hotel.
Numbers are picking up now. Ready for your approach.
If we get there.
Huh?
If we get there.
We'll get there. Well, yeah, there is that. Yeah.
We'll get that.
Minimum reserve fuel will be 5 tons.
Altimeter on this is 3041. So there it is.
So you've got 3.5 tons to play with, and the aircraft uses about just about 9 tons at low level in the hold. So you've actually got 20 minutes extra. And after that, you're doomed.
As much as it is Worldflight, it's like, well, if we've got to, then we'll just call it. Says, look, we need to land. Not the first time.
I mean, 5 tons would be your legal minimum, but you can fly down over less than that, obviously. No, we're not using Jeppesen charts. We're using Navigraph charts, online charting with Navigraph, which are very good. Both the guys have got iPads with their own version of Navigraph. Oh, here comes my coffee. Here comes Mavis.
Have you done the descent stuff?
No, I haven't done anything on the descent side. Did it take the PSX random wins or did it actually check the proper one?
Oh,
No, it's proper.
thank you, Luke.
Yeah,
I thought we'd lost you. Thank you, mate.
How's the progress?
We're doing alright. top a drop in a few minutes' time.
Lovely.
I think we've got small iPads here. Freezer?
Yes.
Sure what sort they are.
For what reason?
Hey?
For what reason?
25?
Oh, yeah. I thought that was the normal ops.
Asking you. Just asking.
All right, yeah, but it was the way you asked, Dave.
I know.
What, are you right? You right, Sam?
Yeah.
Are all the crew regular FSX streamers? No. No.
What's FSX?
One or two. Yeah, we're not FSX. It's P3D anyway, don't we? Well, same thing. Give or take. But we've got we've got Dave Potter, who's a streamer. That's about it, I think.
Wriggles 89.
Oh.
I mean, majority of stuff now is if you're going to stream, then come here and fly. So it's all this.
And the only reason Dave streams, I think, is so he can get his muscles out on camera.
Oh yes.
I don't think he really cares about the flying bit in the background.
I'm amazed he doesn't just sit there with dumbbell just doing this constantly.
He doesn't need a dumbbell, he just needs crag. Sniff crag up.
Need something heavier than crag.
You? I am curious to know who's heavier, me or crag?
We'll get some scales. Weigh yourself.
Yeah.
You could have an arm wrestling contest between the two of you. That might be amusing.
I think when someone finally wins that arm wrestling contest,
They will look equally weak, that's the problem.
yeah.
Doesn't get two wet lettuces. Put them together.
We both know that she's too busy with Benny to have time for your stream.
Benny's having a snooze at the moment.
He has been up for a while.
He has, yeah.
We don't have any charts available on the website. Sorry, but that's up to you.
Yeah, come.
Just put that somewhere else.
You.
Unfortunately, it was one of the things we looked at.
In your.
It's not worth it because
Yeah.
because Navigraph is a payware system. We can't actually put charts on there because that would defeat the whole object of their job.
One High TV believes I would definitely win an arm wrestle against Crag.
No, I don't know.
What have you done to this iPad, Luke?
No, it's just old.
It's always been like that.
The iPod is probably the same age as the 747s.
Well, it's an iPad 2. Oh, no, this must be a newer one because it's got the... That's the older one.
Oh, yeah. Still rubbish.
Yeah.
I mean, it donated because it was bad. So.
Yeah.
So bad, it got donated.
No, I don't think Crag's arm is strong because although it does get its fair share of action in 4-second intervals, it doesn't add up to that much actual exercise. So.
Yeah, they're saying, don't skip leg day.
We should surely be showing other aircraft if we're sitting here at 0.8 Mach number on the TCAS, shouldn't we?
Well, interestingly enough, we were undertaking an Airbus earlier, and it wasn't showing up at all on TCAS.
Yeah, something slightly amiss with that, I think. I mean, when we get closer, there should be TCAS returns all over the place. I know it can only show 8 at a time, but we should...
Yeah, he only shows within 600 meters or something stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, the
actual...
whichever software that Mark's using, PSX will show up to 8 at a time, so I'm surprised we don't see more on there.
Is that a V-pilot setting, the amount of aircraft that we can see, or is that a wide FX?
The setting for PSX is a maximum of 8, and then exactly how Gary has attached it to this, I'm not sure, because there are other programs which do the same
I'll
thing.
do that now. Get it done.
But whether he's using them or not, I don't know.
Right.
But I'd have thought we'd see a bit more on TCAS.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Recall.
Checked.
Water break.
It's 3.
Landing data.
BRF of 149 and radio altimeter of 103 set.
Approach briefing.
It's completed.
Descent check is complete.
Okay, you have control.
Thank you.
Do you know who's going to socialise on the next flight, Luke? Are you doing it? Or?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, if no one else wants to do it, then yes, I can do it. It's not a problem. Because someone is meant to be doing it, but no, they're leaving early.
Let's see what you've got to do.
Plenty of people around, so.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappearing off after this one. Dave and I are going to have a play with my Rift headset actually. He's coming around my house, showing the Rift headset.
Very good.
Try and get him hooked on VR flight simming.
Dave giving you a ride.
No, I brought my car this time.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'd actually tried on P3D.
Good. Oh,
Donation.
donation. Thank you very much.
I don't know why I don't do that.
£30, yeah?
Brentan, £30. More go-go juice to the cause.
Thank you very much indeed. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much.
Can we ask for that £30 to go straight into the tanks now, please?
Oh dear. We're going to have a low fuel scenario here if we're not careful.
Yeah. I feel that should be on the last leg. Oh, low fuel emergency.
Oh, Sam made a very commercial fuel decision, which is going to cost £150 million and waste 300 lives.
I trusted my flight planner.
Yeah, it's good.
Have you guys? Well, did you guys leave before the Clipper?
What?
Don't know actually. Information Echo, expect runway 05, speed with 47 Charlie Heavy.
No, I was too busy trying to work out why it's just taking an Uber right turn back. It's the wind.
It's the wind that's just changed, sorry, yeah.
No, it's going back left.
Runway 05 is expecting Information Echo. It is current.
Good. Which is what
Yeah,
we've
it's
got.
just black outside. It's still dark, I think. Should be lightning soon.
Yeah, not too far.
Yeah, probably by the time we get on the ramp at Toronto, it'll be daylight, I think.
So just quickly check the roster and see what the lineup will be next leg.
Doesn't matter. We're working
I
on
feel
it.
like it's Crag Jimmy.
Bragg and Jimmy, oh dear.
I just hope Jimmy's in the left seat, that's all I'm saying.
Greg's alright. Lands it alright. She finds the airport.
That'll be your MCP, won't it?
Yes.
He's playing with your knobs.
He is.
I didn't move anything, to be fair.
I even gave him the time to actually
I just wanted to have a quick,
speak to
just wanted a
80s.
quick feel, that's all I wanted, Dave.
Cheeky feel.
FMC.
Call for descent.
Please. Oh, that's about.
So
BB 47 Charlie, request descent.
7 Charlie Heavy.
Okay. Not having Benny in the back.
Is there a flight schedule you can look at? Yeah, there is on the Simfest page, isn't it?
Roster.
Yep.
The roster. Flight board.
BB 47.
Flight board will show you what's...
ready, descend.
Where?
Seabird 47 Charlie, when ready, descend. 12,000 Toronto, 10
We're ready down to 12,000 on 3042, Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy.
So next leg it will be as Peter suspected, Crag as captain.
Go down now. What else?
Yep, might as well.
Give me his first officer.
And it's 3042 now.
Yeah, it's a way early descent.
Okay. Because it's going down.
Yeah.
And Sam, but not Sam.
So that's going to use a lot more gas actually. Starting down 170 miles out. It's going to be interesting.
It's
3042.
going down at 88 as well by the looks of it.
Yeah,
Move it. I guess it's doing it on the indicated.
yeah. You've probably got an indicated speed in the box, have you? No, 0.88. Just amend that then.
0.88 minus slash 285.
Go to indicated speed now, and you'll take care of it.
0.88.
Well, you were restricted to 0.8 cruise, weren't you? So.
Yeah, but it's given descent, so.
You should still. Yeah, you'd still have. I'd just go back to indicating now. If you make it 250 indicator, I'd take care of it. Yeah, the roster. It's not a roster as such published, I don't think, but there is a departures board, I believe.
There is a roster published.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Command roster will give you the Google link to. Will give you the link to the Excel file.
Put it in flight level.
You'll be able to
put it back.
Leave it.
I suppose it's trying to do speed
If
first.
you're a Wriggles fanboy.
Yeah.
Wriggles fanboys, do not be alarmed. We know when he's flying. And you'll know when he's flying. Although do bear in mind, Nightbot has been somewhat docile recently. That might take a while.
It's limited for how much time limit.
How does Clipper and Pan Am relate? Clipper used to be the radio call sign of Pan American Airlines. That's what Clipper and Pan Am means. Pan Am aircraft call sign Clipper. Haven't seen those in a long time.
Somebody came around and clipped their wings. I'll get my coat.
Oh dear.
When did a Pan Am went out of business? Was it 94?
Don't know. Before that, I think. Long time ago.
I think if it wasn't for Pan Am though, the 747 wouldn't exist.
Possibly, because it was. I think they were like the first customers, weren't they? Something
Yeah.
like that.
We're not going down very much, are we?
Well, it's
Yeah, but
very
we're
that sort of thing.
below profile now. Sorry, I mean we're above profile, aren't we, sir? It's your aircraft.
I find that difficult to believe when you're 160 odd miles out. Worth having a look
I
at
think
your
we've got
route.
some restrictions, potentially. By Litco, I'm imagining that's what's causing it.
The vectors bit.
Yeah, the PA is normally done. Just a quick one, 20 minutes
yeah.
to landing. Dare say the guys will do that.
Up there or something.
Yeah, so One High TV, yep, that is why referred to them as Clippers, because that is the call sign used.
I don't think it's flying what it should be.
Like British Airways, they're referred to as Speedbird. I don't think there's been a time when they haven't been referred to as Speedbird.
That's not right.
No, that's yeah.
Just the end of the whatever they did for the liquidation, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll be looking to, flight level change it, I think, and burning even more fuel by just having that in.
I think the thing now. So. Get it done.
I'm a fan. So they ceased operations September the 4th, 91. They learn something new every day. What was the temperature like in the stem?
Are you doing social secretary or am I doing social
12,
secretary?
Sorry.
We're looking at
Shut
the
up.
12 for Litco, I imagine.
Back in your
so
box.
it's between 13 and 11.
I'm
so
sorry about that, Luke's taking over. Just establishing who's in charge here.
Depending on what happens with the wind, I think we should be there or thereabouts. Really.
Yeah. Actually, I'll go and have a coffee. I don't think I want to watch this approach. I think this could be...
Be fine.
Could be you're content about this, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. What can go wrong?
Well, lots can go
But
wrong.
you're trying to work out why it's high then? I suppose it's just that restriction at Litco, is it?
Yeah.
But it's going down at about 300 feet per minute with them power set. So.
Yeah.
Staying there, but should be a little.
You should be able to engage VNAV and let it do its own thing. Stick it in, because then what it will do obviously is increase the speed unless you intervene it. So close that window. It's not giving you a speed in the descent as it's just let it increase speed and get down the path, and then it'll look a little bit prettier.
But because I put it down at too slow initially, 250, it was trying to save actually
Yeah,
your
could be,
speed, trying to
yeah.
restrict it.
See what it does. Should pick it up.
Required. That's not us.
It's always nice to see a bit in VNAV for the descent if you can. go up to 15 knots above the demand speed to get on the profile.
Okay.
Always help it with a bit of speed brake. Yeah, I think we are going to be early for arriving into Toronto. There's a huge block time of something like 3 hours for this one, whereas the flight time's only an hour and a bit, hour and a half. So
we left a bit early as well, which doesn't help.
So we'll be well ahead of schedule.
Starting to get light anywhere.
Yep. Great legs.
Yeah.
They leave quite large breaks in between certain legs. Is that just for people to catch up?
I guess.
This bit here is.
I guess. Here comes dawn. Look, it's getting light.
Well, it's 2 box ups, that's why. So.
And do you want to clear it? About 25 minutes to landing. Put them in the seats. Is it always the captain who's in charge of the signs, or?
Not really.
No.
Whoever's handling pilot would probably nominate that. And the point is, the non-handling pilot's the guy who works the radios. So he would actually make the PA. The idea is that the handling pilot does nothing but fly the aircraft, so the other guy does everything.
Okay.
Be a nice arrival. Sun coming up shortly.
Crew, 20 minutes till arrival. 20 minutes. Thank you.
I do wonder how cold it's going to be here.
Looks like we'll be where we need to be.
Clear skies tonight, UK, is it?
For now, at least.
I think
anyway.
so, yeah.
Right.
Probably get vectored around anyways.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Well, I'm a fan. That's what you get for living in Scotland, I'm afraid.
We're loads of -2.
It's not picking that descent up, is it?
No.
So try putting in a higher descent speed in the descent page. Put in 300 knots for the sake of argument. Stick 300 in there. See if we can wake it up. Fell down for a minute.
That's not it.
So you just increase the speed on the FMC.
Yeah. So that's coming alive a bit now, isn't it? That's better, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost about to catch up for what it's supposed to be now for the things that lit go. Okay. No.
Have a little dodgy tash and have a what's that over there, Jeff? Oh no, we had that last night with Trump, didn't we?
I missed all the sketches last night.
Were there some sketches on the booze cruise?
We did a few things. Yeah, we did a couple of things.
Okay. What, with the masks or?
Oh, there's a couple of masks.
I know Gary was itching to do Jeremy.
I didn't do that one.
Top Gear and Jeremy Corbyn. No, I didn't do that. Okay.
We made about £800 last night.
So the obvious thing is that you've got to be under the influence of alcohol to make the money, haven't you? Really?
When I
check the doors page. What's wrong with the doors? Oh, they're in manual. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's my fault. There we go. Thank you for that.
I only found out yesterday that Benny put in the programming, so when you had PA selected and you held down the RT button, it would, didn't know that at all. I was like, oh,
I think that was quite a new thing you brought in.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. So what we're just saying is that as you taxi onto the gate now on this, we've got software in there where you make a transmission on the PA for a couple of seconds, and that's effectively saying doors to manual, and the doors go to manual.
You just got to make
for you.
Just got to make sure that you select the mic on PA.
I nearly said the doors go to manual automatically there, which would have been
Oh.
That wouldn't have been correct. Yes. Doors to manual automatically. Manuel. So if you didn't go to Toronto, where would you go?
What, divert wise or?
Yeah, you ever thought about that?
UYKF, wherever that is.
I think you'd go to Detroit actually.
Buffalo over there.
Just across the river.
Imagine
You
Buffalo.
go straight across the lake to Detroit, or Buffalo maybe. Not sure.
Should we get to Detroit?
Yeah. Just straight across the lake.
Did you let PFPX select the alternates for you?
Well, that's the easiest way of just doing flight plans, but...
The only trouble with diversions from Canada to the States now is, of course, nobody on the bloody aeroplane will have done their
We're on a
Estes.
completely different route anyway, aren't we?
It's
to
a real
what we
problem.
planned for, so.
To where? Where was he going? Really?
It needs to be at 250 as well, so.
Yep.
Yes, apparently they're a little bit touchy, if even if you're going to Canada.
Yeah, I've not tried it. Schedule, yeah, I think we'll have a little bit of downtime in Toronto. Give the crew a chance to recover, because of course some of these guys have been flying all night. I haven't, they have.
If that works. Or should I wait until we get down there?
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe got 285 for now or something.
Got 280, it's faster.
I was going to ask, how was the? How did you find the 5-hour leg?
Well, it was, we passed the time. It was alright. Angus was great company, and we had a lot of chats, a lot of questions asked. It went alright. We had a couple of sketches in there, you know.
It was quite amusing. The
Although,
Davis.
yeah, and we had a couple more sketches after that with Gary in the captain's seat, although he, in the first officer's seat, although he murdered the Russian interpreter's bloody sketch, absolutely murdered that. I'm going to have a word with him about that. Well, I wrote all the things down in Russian so I can understand it, and he just kept saying, Rusky. Let me know.
In 180, descending at 12, 3042 set.
Sorry, guys.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's not a good actor. Thespian.
You'd think he would, because he does a lot of it. So.
No, we haven't seen Gary yet.
Missing presumed sleeping.
Very calm on frequency at the minute, isn't it?
It is.
It does have its advantages being at the front of the pack.
It isn't actually possible to get into bed with Benny unless you've got a very large bed with very solid foundation. I don't think he's like that anyway.
Good arrival.
But I don't want to find out.
I do like this. This is much better.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Much better.
Very nice. Proper in there.
I think it should be alright. I don't think we'll get to
Amazed.
but it's got to be below 13, so I think we should be alright with just leaving it where it is, to be honest.
That and the auto throttle on this are the two
speed
most
rise.
impressive things about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Just amazing.
I reckon we'll be
Right.
just under 13 when it comes into the slowing down as well.
Should be below.
The only thing left over in terms of central pedestal was the
anyway, or
speed brake, isn't it?
No, flight level 100.
Because if you arm it, it
The
does not, when
18
it deploys,
is
it pulls
the
it
altimeter setting, isn't it?
out, doesn't it?
Hang on, I don't think you can hear what they're...
So, no, so it's still 250 below 10, but then it's on altimeter below 18.
Correct. Sorry, what?
The only thing that doesn't move at the moment is the speed brake, isn't it?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would normally.
Yeah, that's it. Everything else is normal. Yeah, it's probably on his list.
This is the next one today. So.
He'll do
It's
it.
upstairs.
Ethos.
132, decimal 8, speedbird 47, Charlie, good morning.
We have some scenery.
Yeah.
Brooks, good morning. Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy with you. Passing 138, descending 12000.
Speedbird 47 Charlie Toronto Bravo, good morning. Avis Foxtrot, correction, Avis is now showing Golf. Runway 05, turn altimeter 3042.
Yeah, we'll get Golf 304247 Charlie Heavy.
47 Charlie, descend 8000.
Descend 8000, Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy.
Could you put the dome lights down a little bit?
Why? Why? What, for you?
No, but you got
I think it looks better on
the
straight
camera,
view.
because then at least they'll get some of the light.
But it's crap.
Oh, okay.
Does that?
Put it back up. Put it back up.
Alright.
Because you can't see anything in it. So.
No, that's right.
No, fair enough.
It's not about you, Luke.
No, it was just a suggestion.
Yep, that worked quite well, I think. Still plenty of fuel as well.
Yeah, you got that right, didn't you? Cool.
I don't let people down on the planet. Quite good at that one. So.
We haven't factored in is the 4 go-arounds.
What is that
Did you not
stopping?
press it?
I did press it, yeah.
Oh, because it had been limited at 12, wouldn't it? So we passed liquor.
Alright, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Oh no, it was 11. So that
was 11, so it should have
yeah,
counted.
so it should have.
Controller sounds like he's still in bed. This controller sounds like he's still in bed.
It does. Lights. Why do lights? They're my light.
Stick them all on.
So he's flying it, so you do the lights. Ah, there we go.
Takes a crowning glory, doesn't it? So.
What day's the London leg? Gold, blimey.
I believe it's
London.
Yeah, London leg.
Tomorrow night. Oh, Tuesday night, yeah.
Tuesday night, yeah.
yeah.
Tomorrow night.
I had to think then what day it was. It's Monday, isn't it?
Yeah. Flight's been going well, thank you.
Quite early as well.
Well managed flight by our pro crew here.
Passing 10 for 8, 3042 set and cross checks.
Check.
Ups. 180 viewers. Gradually coming up. They're waking up.
Gets 5 the missed approach if it's the same as the runway. Yep, 5. 057 then a left turn. 5.
Someone's popped up on
That's
TCAS.
the first one, yeah. So.
Oh, good.
Cabin.
Cabin ready. Nice.
Interesting if he gives us any speed.
1 to go. Slow down.
They tend not to give you much in the way of speed control in North America. They tend to
on
assume
your
you're
own,
going to do it.
Yeah, on your own. So.
Can be a bit of a mystery exactly what they want you to do, and if you're in any doubt, just ask them. There are certain rules about within so many miles of the airfield, 200 knots and things like that, but sometimes it's a bit difficult to know.
Yeah.
What you've got to be ready for is the sudden turn on base leg.
Okay.
And 6000 speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy.
Okay, we'll go down to flap 5, please.
If I just imagine this, or in North America, have you got to do sort of your last bit of the descent at minus 500 feet per minute? Or under?
Well, that's pretty well universal everywhere.
Oh,
Same in the UK, actually, for what it's worth. Yeah, yes, you are right.
Flap 5?
That one?
Flap 1 even first then.
Yes, you're right. You're supposed to go down maximum rate until you're within 1,000 feet, and then do it at 500 feet a minute.
Would you do that in BS mode, or?
No, it's something that doesn't work very well in VNAV, so the guys just leave it in VNAV, and that's good enough for the controllers.
Right.
But it is in the aim, yeah. In theory, you'd VS it according to the rules, but there's no way you can start switching modes like that.
So 3,000 speedbirds 47, Charlie Heavy.
He's going to chuck us in, isn't he?
Eastern 975 heading 3.
Okay, flap 5.
Heading 15.
Check flap 5.
Yeah, PMDG V3,
Heading 15.
the 747 coming out soonish, in a long time in development. Won't be as smooth as this, I think I can guarantee that. That's a personal impression. Oh, no, it won't. Nothing can be as smooth as this.
Like an approach checklist or anything like that?
Well, that would have been done as soon as you set the Q&H, in fact, so
Which is right, we should do the ultimate, so I assume you did
that's it. That's the only item on
Oh
that.
yeah.
That's the only item on that.
Didn't know if it had to be verbally called or anything.
Oh, that's why I
Yeah, you should
did it,
verbally
so-
call for it, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's when you did it, I thought you were just saying to me that's the approach check. It's got
Alright.
Eastern 975 heading at 090, intercept 3 miles per kilometer 05.
Okay.
Heading 090, clear line, that's 05.
Go for
About 5 Tron, I guess, then you'll turn us in.
yeah, let's go for flap 10, please.
Check flap 10.
Yeah, you can see where he's turning that other guy.
Yeah, so I just want to go too.
Can't
And there
fault
he is
the
off the
ATC
left.
round here, can you? Very
Oh,
good.
they're doing pretty well, so.
Yeah.
Nice, relaxed and organised.
Speedbird 37 Charlie heading 180.
180 speedbird 47.
Right, there it goes.
No, he is. Not messing around.
No, he's got that tight. That is tight.
Approach number 1.
I'm sure he knows exactly what he's doing.
No, I thought it. Yeah, well, oh well.
Number 1 Charlie Bravo.
I'll be interested to see.
There he is.
Is runway 05, altitude 3042, descent 8,000.
Not quite.
I'd be interested to
Right,
know
so-
how far behind the other guy is.
Yeah.
Okay, flap. You put gear down now, and then.
No, no
No,
need.
just tell us
Gear down
final-
2,000 feet. And don't forget Toronto's quite high up here, so do it on the radio altimeter. It's about 800 feet up here, isn't it? Yep.
Approach 975, establish 05. 975, roger, speed of 1.
Radio altimeter.
Check. We'll be living off about 2,000 anyway. Radio.
Speedbird 47 Charlie heading at 090, intercept 3 miles per kilometer 05.
It's actually quite good
090,
separation.
Intercept cleared Alistair 05, speedbird 47, Charlie Heavy.
Dave, you need to clean up the map because your
Right, your
legs
left
haven't
is up.
cycled. Okay, just go straight for the ILS and the intercept. See how it's saying Don up there? It's now gone to Dolper.
Yep.
It hadn't. The legs hadn't changed over,
Got any more flap or anything?
Yes, please, flap 20.
which makes it very difficult for the go around because it ain't there really.
Yeah.
So that would have been a gotcha, but we got past it.
So, whatever waypoints that you're bypassing, you should just do direct.
151, descent 6.
Or well, better still is what Sam's done, which is just a direct to the runway.
Right.
Just reselect the runway, then reselect the intercept course. Gets rid of everything. And now he's sequencing correctly. He's got Delpa ahead of him.
Yeah.
Perfect. Whereas before we had some other fix from way behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Lights lap live.
Roger. Just waiting for localizer is now established. Localizer. Yep.
See if a crew did that for real, they'd probably
It'd be nice
fail.
if we just did ILS rather than
Oh,
Just the go around would be
played
compromised.
ILS, yeah, so we can go into
Yeah.
approach mode.
approach mode.
Still looking okay on the fuel.
Trooper 47 Charlie, speed 170, so middle over middle, contact kilometer on 18.7, good morning.
118.17 and 170. So what is
170.
possible? Speedbird 47 Charlie. Good morning. Not going to be the case.
Because that's five and a bit miles separation, isn't it?
Good
Yeah,
morning,
five
Speedbird
and
47 Charlie, heavy with you. ILS 05.
Yeah, let's fly 7 now.
In the voice room.
Just notice what you got on your minima there. Not quite sure what you got set up. Got barrow 0 and radio.
Yeah, it
something
wouldn't
funny
take the
with it.
barrow off it.
You want to go on, get rid of the radio. Find the radio.
It's set on the
complete-
radio though.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
It's on the radio
selected.
this one.
What, 100 feet?
140 should be, so.
Sound right.
I just.
Bit late now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you, for this approach, you'd have your
The gear down at any point, Dave?
Yeah, gear down now.
talk about it later.
Yeah, start to wind it back. No, Speedbird 47 Charlie with you. Just check the frequency for me.
Flaps 25.
Wait to wait for the gear.
187
Yeah, I've got that.
should be connected.
About 25.
Okay. 1,000. I don't do. It's whenever you're happy. I
You're
don't.
doing the checklist.
Yep, please.
Oh, speed brake,
Is armed.
landing gear,
Is down.
laps,
25 set.
cabin report.
Is complete.
Landing checklist complete.
3,000 for the go around, is it? I haven't got the chance.
5,000. 5,000.
Yeah.
Was it 3,000 or 5,000?
Visual stable. I have control. I'm try calling tower again, because we haven't heard anything from him.
How about Speedbird 47 Charlie, 2 miles.
Good work.
Not transmitting on any frequency. 187 it's saying. But maybe it's disappeared.
Whichever way we landed, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Apply the frequencies again.
50 above. Decide.
Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Final, please.
No, the frame drops are okay.
Alright. I don't know why we've got tail. Vacating and we'll sort of do that. 90 knots.
12165 is the ground frequency.
Manual braking.
Yeah.
Thanks for your control and enjoy Worldflight 2000. Yeah, Charles, that was all on.
The right.
Yep. So this time we're on ground now, so I've changed over the ground because the tower's not there completely, so.
Don't know how else.
Ground by Speedbird 47 Charlie with you.
Speedbird
Oh, it is
47
good.
Charlie, welcome to Toronto. We'll get you to Terminal 1. Taxi via Hotel Cross 33 right, Bravo and Alpha Lima.
Hotel and cross 33 right, then Bravo Alpha Lima. Speedbird 47 Charlie. That is the best thing going.
That was Bravo Alpha Lima.
Bravo Alpha Lima, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Correct myself. Okay, so this is Hotel 3 from where we are.
Yep.
We've got to cross runway 33 first. So
We're
pretty
behind
much,
the 320 then?
yeah, pretty much.
No, it was a good landing. Well done.
And then basically, it sort of should follow its. Say me down there. I can't remember.
So in to the left or right?
Well, 33's there, so whichever way we're going across that.
Oh, you tell me.
Actually, go left.
Yeah.
Then go right. Because this is hotel. So this is runway 33 from this one. So cross this one.
Yep.
Then it's Bravo. Then Alpha. Then Alpha Lima.
Oh, well, we aimed for Hotel 3 anyway, so we did well.
Yeah, pretty much follow them.
Just under the 5. Don't want to be above 5. That was about perfect.
Would that be above 5? Would that be entering tail strike territory or?
Not until you get about 7.5. So it's okay, but it would be a bit of a those type jobs.
Take a left at any point to enter ramp at discretion, and we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Good man. I'm still control issue there. We're continuing on Bravo for Alpha Kilo. Roger.
No need to mess about with the landing lights, Alpha. Alright where we are. I know America has, North America has slightly different rules with landing
sort of
lights.
takes everyone to Alpha. And then Alpha just goes completely. So the Alpha's the inner one then, so.
But our priority obviously is making sure we're going the right way first.
So where he goes, then sort of do a dog leg then, right?
Yeah, okay.
And Alpha Lima is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th turning pretty much.
Alright, okay.
I think that's all the way down there. So. After landing, Chelly's complete.
Thank you.
A bit misty, isn't it? Hey.
I think it's just like the early morning sort of.
Yeah.
The left here on November, yeah.
Yep. November or sort of an Alpha and then keep on that.
Very nice scenery.
It is good, isn't it? Fly Tampa.
Fly Tampa? Wow.
Charlie, you've actually made your way onto taxiway Alpha there, but no worries, left anywhere onto the ramp at your discretion, and we'll see you later.
Wait, sorry, you told me. Roger, anywhere onto the ramp. Said Bravo, then Alpha Lima.
Tell him, Dave. You tell him.
You've embarrassed me now, Dave.
Yeah.
Or is he assuming he meant Bravo, crossover Alpha to then via Alpha Lima? Rather than just go Bravo Alpha Lima.
Request to speak to his manager.
Oh, who cares?
Telephone the supervisor when you're in. Yeah, those minima. Your Cat 1 just land on Barrow, so radio would be 0. And then Barrow will be set to whatever the Barrow minima are on the plate. You only use radio if you're doing an auto-land in BA. Yeah.
How far down are we going, Dave?
Keep going all the way down. See where that Virgin
Yeah,
is up there. Yeah. In theory, best way to do it is turn left onto here. That goes onto the ramp.
Right.
That was close.
What happened there?
Well, I've been rocking it now.
Basically sort of make a way.
Went slightly over my CG.
There's no more
Oh,
traffic,
I
so
see what's happened.
as soon as you got the ramp, that's it. Rough frequency for him anyway.
Oh,
so.
screws come out.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get the maintenance people onto that. That's probably my fault 'cause I've been rocking it.
Where's the tech log?
The fact that that's where they're sort of taking off that way, so they're taking
Right.
off from 06s. So we want to get all as far down as
we
possible.
can.
Yeah.
Oh, wind tip clearance is not assured.
You know what we need to do? We need to go out. It's not the right time here. Get some summer bugs from the garden and splatter them all over the windscreen because these windows are far too clean.
They are getting dirty.
Yeah, we need a bit of bird muck and whatever else.
Well, someone did suggest to put in. He knows how to do explosive blood bags. So maybe on a bird strike sort of thing. So. They are getting dirtier. So.
That they appear, Dave. Since I've got so much fuel to burn now, we might as well get it on.
Not really. It'd be embarrassing otherwise, wouldn't it? 7.5 tons. God.
Well, 6.5 was the remaining.
Perfectly judged.
You want me to go past the Virgin then, or?
Trying to think.
The GPUs, I think, in here are only 770s.
Right. Alpha Lima is pretty much the end terminal.
All right. Do you want to shut down 2 and 3?
Can do. Shut down 2 and 3.
Copy that, left of Alpha Kilo, ramp on discretion.
You need engine anti-icing selected on, possibly. It's worth thinking about anyway. But, actually, there's no water, is there? No, forget it.
Over in that sort of terminal right over there in the sort of corner. So.
Quite cold here, isn't it?
With nacelle anti-ice, is that so? The requirements there, is it below 10 and
10 or below, and visual moisture in the air or on the ground or wet grass or anything you like, really. But actually, it's pretty dry around here, isn't it?
right?
Just worth thinking about.
Park one of these, then we don't have to mess about. Try to get out just straight out into the main taxiway.
Yeah, because I'm going off from 06, which is that one over there, so literally any one of these if you want, to be honest.
Oh, is there anything around the corner that's going to help?
No, I think actually from here, basically you come straight out, so.
Yeah, if you want to kill the lights.
Blind the crew. So. It wasn't started.
Doors to go.
Yeah. Helm crew, doors to manual, please. Doors to manual. Just 2 seconds. It needs to be held down for.
I think he's done it.
Nice to actually have the guidance working. Hasn't worked on most of the airports.
Okay.
So if it's going to tell us to stop on that, so I'll stop there.
That's fine.
Okay, shut down engines. Ready?
Door 1 right, staying in auto here. I'll check that with Benny in a minute.
Depends what time. Go through different times, and they say.
Yeah.
Then there's all off.
Off to off.
Yeah.
There's always one which seems to
turn up these.
pick up a fuss. We had that on the out, on the last leg as well.
I think they have cargo, does that come off?
I'll stick it in manual.
Yeah, I think you can just then turn the other one off whenever, really.
Not going to go, is it?
Or I don't think it.
No.
Parking brake.
It's set.
Hydraulic.
I've just seen it. But
Hydraulic demand pumps.
Hello.
Jimmy.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Yeah.
Go ahead then.
Beacon.
Beacon is off.
To secure. Do it to secure.
Okay. Beacon.
Off.
Doors.
Manual.
Fuel cutoff switches.
Cut off.
Transponder.
It's 2000 and off.
Fuel signs.
Landing rate was about 400 and a bit feet a minute.
If you've got
Nice landing.
We'll do ACARs now as well.
Yep.
Engines for the RB211s now only have to run for 1 minute before shutdown. So that was no problem.
Okay, you're going to do a full secure one, so IRS mode selectors, 2 off.
Yep.
Emergency lights, 2 off.
They up here, yeah.
After cargo light off. Sorry, after cargo heat off.
That is off, yeah.
Max.
Ground number 1, we're exit off.
I think by closing that, you've just rearmed the emergency lights.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, so, fair.
Like that.
Alright.
External power, please, to the
Oh,
ground.
yeah. Find that.
Okay, Noble 001 on the ground. I'm assuming.
I'll wait till that's.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait.
3, so I'm gonna have you do a right here on Juliet and hold short 2-3.
AP off?
APU to off and standby power.
You'd normally wait a minute for that. Just let the APU run through its cool down cycle, but we'll do it anyway.
Roger that. Okay, Noble
There's the,
01.
Standby power, then battery switch after that.
So that's it. The aircraft is push it in. It's now fully shut down. We've got about 2 hours on the ground here, so the crew is going to probably go off and have a bacon sandwich or something like that. And Gary's going to screw down the engineer's seat if he's got up out of bed. Otherwise, somebody's going to fall over backwards. And we'll see you later. Thanks for viewing, and I'll leave somebody else to take care of the screens on this. And we'll see you a bit later on. I'm flying later tonight. I know that, so I'll be back around about 8 o'clock UK time, I think it is. Was it a bit earlier? Yeah, about 8 o'clock UK time, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Taxi via Alpha Juliet, Bravo, Delta across E3 right and hold short 06 left. Alpha Juliet, Bravo, Juliet, cross E3 right, Rejet 1208. WestJet 1208, negative, that was Alpha Juliet, Bravo, Delta, cross